Hello everybody, Dragon Ball Diaries here with yet again another review, season review, and this is Dragon Ball Z Season 4. This season has 32 episodes on 6 discs and is loaded with sagas. It includes the complete Garlic Jr., Trunks, and Android saga, which you can see as it says there at the top underneath Dragon Ball Z. Here on the big picture on the back here, you've got all androids except Android 19. Don't know why it's not there, but you've got Android 20, also known as Dr. Gero, and Androids 16, 17, and 18. Here on the side, you've got Android 17 and 18 once they're launched out, Garlic Jr., Piccolo and Gohan, Trunks, and Dr. Gero. And when I said launched out, I meant to say when they were kind of, I guess, born into the world here. Now, probably don't notice it, but this is my worst conditioned season. Here's the side 1, and here, if you can see up there, a tear. Maybe to you guys it's not a big deal. To me it is. When not going to try and bore you with the story, but long story short, when I got this season, my younger sister wanted to hold it. I said no, but my dad said just let her hold it. And I'm not going to try and really attempt, but she tugged on it this way and tried to, I guess, like instead of the box coming out this way, thought it came out like through the side. And yeah, it tore it. And I was pissed. And I never let her touch another season. But nevertheless, you know, it's in watchable condition and, in my opinion, still collectible condition. You know, none of the seasons are really mint condition. All the boxes, you know, begin to kind of, I don't know, just tear a little bit or have some binding on the boxes and stuff like that. But here's, you know, Trunks on the front cover, the introduction of him into the story. You've got the continuation of the Shenron picture, the full picture of Trunks here, along with that Japanese emblem, symbol, whatever. Nobody still has answered me on what it means. Here are discs 1 through 6. Here's the manual. You've got Android 18 on the front cover of the manual. Now, for those of you that don't know, Trunks is a boy from the future. I don't mean to bore anybody with another story here, but again, this is for people that maybe are trying to get into Dragon Ball Z. I'm trying to, you know, keep an open view here and see if there is an audience of people that are actually like that. Trunks is from the future. He comes from the past, and basically he's there to warn Goku about the upcoming android attack, which you'll see in the Android saga, which is the last saga in this series. It's a really interesting story, and there's actually a movie about, you know, where Trunks' future, what took place in Trunks' future and how it took place, and it all leads up to the point where he leaves that future in the time machine to go into the past and come here to this time in the Dragon Ball Z series. That movie's called The History of Trunks, and I will be doing a review on that. I'm going to do a review on all the Dragon Ball Z movies, just as I did for the Dragon Ball movie pack. I'm going to do the double feature Steelbook movie reviews, but then I am waiting until I do all 9 seasons, so the movies will be, you know, timeline from beginning of the series to the end. So I do apologize for that, but hopefully it won't be a big deal. Here are the enemies. There's a lot of enemies in this series, in this season, because of all the different sagas. First, you've got Garlic Jr., who was actually in movie 1, The Dead Zone, and then you've got the Spice Boys, which, very unoriginal names. Let me see here. Pretty sure I remember most of them, but their names are Mustard, Spice, Salt, and Vinegar. And then you got the leader, Garlic Jr. So yeah, a bunch of spices and condiments fighting the Z Warriors this time. Here you've got Frieza. This is, notice, if you look closely here, Frieza has been a little bit remodeled. He became a Mecha Frieza, or a Metal Frieza, if you will. And then here we have that huge figure next to Frieza is King Cold. That is Frieza's father. And make sure you pay attention to which episodes they're in, because they're not in them for too long thanks to Trunks. And here are Dr. Gero's androids. Android 19 and 20 here are these guys right here. The fat one is Android 19, and the skinny one is Android 20, which is actually Dr. Gero, who created himself as an android, or remodeled himself to be an android. You've got Android 16, 17, and 18 there. 17 and 18 are on the page as Android 19 and 20 are, and then 16 is all by himself. And then here you've got the episodes. I believe the Garlic Jr. season, I think, is 10 episodes. I think the Android Saga is 13. And oh no, I know the Trunks Saga is not 9 episodes. The Trunks Saga was only 2 DVDs. So the Trunks Saga is either 6 or 7 episodes, I believe. It could be 8 at the most, but I doubt that that is true. But either way, my overall review for this season, I would say it's a pretty damn good season. I like it a lot. And the reason why I like it a lot is because, you know, there's filler, there's comedy filler, there's, you know, regular filler, like Times of Peace sort of filler. And, you know, again, there's a bunch of enemies and stuff, and I like that, you know, as opposed to my Season 3 review. I like having a bunch of different enemies, you know, and more shorter fights. Now, I will say, though, the Garlic Jr. Saga, I'm not that big of a fan of, because of all the people to pick from movies. I just feel that, you know, of all the villains in the movies, which, you know, I'm pretty sure all you guys know about the Broly and Bojack and stuff like that, I don't understand why they would bring Garlic Jr. into the story. The whole Dead Zone idea, I thought, was just, you know, pretty poor. I mean, you know, the fights aren't bad, but like I said, it's not, you know, probably if anything, it's the start of this season that people will not enjoy the most. And then it begins to pick up in the Trunks Saga and the Android Saga I like a lot. So, like I said, overall, I'd give this season a thumbs up. I'd recommend it to anybody to buy. And stay tuned for Season 5, the Season 5 review. For now, though, please comment, leave a question if you will, rate, like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all on the next review.